Hey lovelies, welcome to another video lesson with Alexandra on your favorite channel, Lexa Academy. So whether you're a new subscriber or a returning one, it's good to have you join us today. So today we are solving the NECO 2009 English past questions, and we're solving about 21 questions, right from question 21 to 41. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Question 21. So we've been given a phonetic symbol and it is P. Do you know the sound? So let's see if we can spot it before I reveal the answer. Okay. So option A, we have court. Okay. Option B, we have cool. Option C, we have court. Option D, we have court. Option E, we have pool. So the answer to this question is definitely option E. Pool. It has the P sound. Okay. Now, if you observe option A and D, have the same pronunciation, court, the long O sound. So court, which is the past tense of catch, and then we have court, which is a room or an assembly where they address or conduct judicial business. Okay, so now observe also option C, court. It is the short O sound. Okay, so option E is the final answer to this question. Question 22. Now, this question is under English rhymes. Examiners know that you struggle with English rhymes. They know you often confuse letters with sounds, and that's why it's easy for them to trick us. Now, take a look at this question, given what is made. Now, you need to focus on the ending sound when solving questions under English rhyme. Okay? Ending sound, not the first sound. So, this is A, and T. So, we are looking for eight. Now, option A says faith. It ends with th, not T. We are looking for eight. Okay, so the trick is you listen for sound and ignore spellings. Okay, so option B says great. This is the answer to this question. Eight. Okay. Option C, heart. This is art. This is the ending sound. We are not looking for this. We're looking for eight. Option D, height. Height. This is not what we are looking for. Option E, toast. The ending sound is oast. We're not looking for that. Okay. What we are looking for is ace, and that makes option B the final answer to this question. 3. Now, this question is under antonyms, okay? Opposite in meaning. Now, don't let examiners confuse you with big grammars, okay? Let's decode negation in seconds. Okay, so this is the tip. Whenever you see neg in English, okay, like negative, negotiate, neglect, it often implies no or against. Now, what is negation doing in this sentence? It means opposition, contradiction. Okay, so your action is contradicting or opposes our earlier discussion. Okay, and so we are looking for the opposite in meaning. We are looking for a word that means harmony or agreement, and that is option B, consonant, because consonant means agreement, it means harmony. Okay, we can't say connection. Connection is related, right? But it's not the direct opposite for negation in this context. Okay, because negation in this context is beyond disconnection. Okay, it means opposition. Okay, so we can't say contrast. Contrast is synonymous. Okay, it means opposition. Okay, disrespect is not related. Opposition is synonymous. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option B, consonants. Question 24. Now, this question is on that consonant sound. Okay, so sounds are different from letters. Examiners know that we struggle to differentiate between this sound and letter J. Okay, so this is one sound in English that students mix up and examiners love to test it. Okay, so this phonetic symbol is yeah, and it represents the letter Y sound we hear in words like yes, yellow, youth, young. Okay, so this is the tip. Whenever you see words begin with letter Y, it is often the y sound. Okay. So let's go to option A, judge. Letter J in judge is J, not Y. Okay. Option B, jump. Letter J in jump is J. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option E. Question 25. Now, this question is on that phrasal verb. Now, examiners know that the phrase bring back to life is common. Now, will this phrase work in this context? Let's find out. So, option A, we have bring down. Bring down means to reduce something. Bring around means to make someone regain consciousness. So it's to revive someone who has fainted or who has been unconscious. So in the context of being unconscious or fainted, right, you use what? Bring around. So the final answer to this question is option B. Now, British will say bring around. Americans will say bring around. Okay. Option C, bring up is to raise or increase. Bring out is to reveal or release. Bring back is to return something or to restore. Okay,
So final answer is option B. Now note that we can have a pronoun in between a phrasal verb. Okay, hence bring her round. Turn off, turn it off. Pick up, pick him up. Okay, final answer option B.
Question 26. So after 3 consecutive months without pay at work, we are beginning to feel the dash. Now imagine working for 3 months straight, no salary. Which word truly captures that struggle? Okay, let's find out. Option A, consequence. Now this is too general, it's not specific enough. Okay, crunch. Now besides, the sound of something crunching, crunch can also mean financial hardship or pressure. Okay, so this is the answer to the question. Now, option C, we see pain. Pain is emotional, it's not specific enough. We see poverty. Poverty is too extreme. They are struggling financially, not necessarily poor. Okay, result is not clear, is vague. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option B, crunch. Question 27. From the options lettered A to E, choose the one that is the most appropriate interpretation of the expression in italics. Now, hook, line, and sinker does not mean fishing, but it does mean you got caught. Now, I'm joking. So, hook, line, and sinker means to totally or completely accept something without questioning it, and it is often from a place of being naive. So, you quickly accept something without thinking it through. Option A, completely absorb means you completely or totally accept something without thinking about it. Now, briefly consider involves a bit of hesitation, okay? Critically re examine involves deep thinking, okay? Do not adhere to it means reject, okay? Reflect on also involves thinking, okay? So, final answer to this question is definitely option A, completely absorb. Question 28. So this question wants to test your spelling skills, and examiners know that privilege is a word that is commonly misspelled, okay, because we were first introduced to words like knowledge, acknowledge, pledge, and so on, okay. So privilege is spelled Privilege without letter D. Okay, so please note this, okay. So final answer to this question is definitely option A. This question is under consonant sound. Now, this is where examiners know if you can actually differentiate between sounds and letters or silent letters and a strong consonant sound. So the word is keen. Letter K is underlined. This is a strong consonant sound. Okay. So option A, we have chin. CH is ch. Okay. Option C, we have cool. Letter C is k. This is a strong consonant sound. Okay. Option C, we have knife. So K is silent. Letter K is silent. It is KN is basically. Option D, we have night. Letter K is silent. Okay. It begins with okay. Option E, neat. K is silent. It begins with okay. Final answer to this question is definitely option B. 30. Now, this question is under vowel sound, and the given phonetic symbol is R. Examiners know that you confuse this sound with the counterpart, which is a short vowel sound, A. So, A is different from R. They share the same similarities, only that one is short and the other is long. So, this is the long sound, okay? So, option A, we have anus. Letter A is A. It is a diphthong. It is different from R, okay? Option B, we have aunt. Now, letter A is R. So, this is the answer to this question. Option C, day. Letter A is A. This is a diphthong. Okay. Option D, embassy. Letter A is It's a schwa sound. Okay. Option E, park. Letter A is the short vowel sound. Ah. Okay. So this is not the answer. Definitely we have option B as the final answer to this question. Question 31. Now, this question is under synonyms nearest in meaning, and the italicized word is profound. Now, when we say something is profound, it is deep, it is intense, it is not shallow. So, the answer to this question is definitely deep. When we say fatuous, it means silly, stupid, foolish. When we say genuine, it means it's real, it's sincere. When we say humane, it is kind, compassionate. When we say superficial, of little significance or trivial. So final answer to this question is definitely option A. Question 32. Now this question is under consonant sounds. Now examiners know that we often find it difficult to differentiate between the sound and the sound.
Okay, so the word English, right? You can see letter N is underlined. Letter N is not sound. Now, wait, let me tell you or show you how to produce the sound. Okay, the back of your tongue presses against the soft palate, which is located at the roof of your mouth. Now, when this happens, it blocks the oral cavity partially so that air escapes through the nose. Ng. Now try it. Ng. Okay, so this sound is different from which involves a complete or total blockage of the oral cavity, and the tip of the tongue does the work. Mm, different from So we're looking for Now, letter N in French, impugn, kinship, and stranger is not So the final answer to this question is definitely option C. Now, here's the tip. When you see a word that ends with ng, it is often the sound. King, sing, hang, long. Okay, Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option C. Question 33. So we are meant to complete this sentence. So can you guess which type of evidence can talk but not write? Now let's solve this together, okay? So in this context, we need a word that means spoken, and the answer to that is oral. Okay, so oral evidence means a person's spoken testimony. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option B. Question 34. Now, question 34 wants to test your spelling skills. Okay, so can you spell commissioner? Let's go. Commissioner. So we have double M and double S. Okay, so that makes option A the final answer to this question. 5. Now, this question is on that consonant sound. Now, many of us don't know that letter PH in words are often F, not P. And this is where examiners want to trick us, okay? So the word is peg. Letter P is on the line. It is P. Okay, so amphibian, phone, sphere contain PH and it is F, not P. Okay, so the answer to this question is option C, dissipate, because the letter P in dissipate is P. So final answer is option C. Question 36. Now, this question is on the vowel sounds. Now, examiners know that we find it difficult to differentiate between R and A sound. So, one is long, the other is short. Okay, that's the difference. And the given word here is car. Letter AR is on the line and it is R. Okay, so we are looking for the long vowel sound. So, option A, we have cause. Letter A is O. Okay, it's different. Option B, we have caveat. Okay, it is the short sound. Okay, ah sound. Okay, option C, we have hand. It is the ah sound. Okay, it's different from R, which is the long sound we are looking for. Okay, option D, we have park. This is the answer to this question. Okay, so notice that park is different from park. Okay, so park has the short ah sound. Okay, so option E, we have rank. Okay, this also has the short ah sound. So final answer to this question is definitely option D, park. Question 37. Now, this question is under consonant sounds. Guys, sounds are different from letters. Examiners know that we struggle with these, and that's why they always trick us with questions like this. This question has the given word kid. Letter I is on the line and it is E sound. It is a short vowel sound. We have the long counterpart, which is E. There's a colon beside it. But for the given sound we're looking for, it does not have a colon beside it. It's a short sound. Okay. So option A, we have beat. This is a long vowel sound. Okay. Option B, we have exile. Now letter I in exile is a diphthong I. When you see the sound, you can't separate. Theoretically, it is like this. Okay. Option C, we have favorite. Now letter I is the short E sound. Option D, we have the long E sound. Feet, it's the long vowel sound. Option E, we have aya. So we have a diphthong and the schwa sound I and Okay. So final answer to this question is definitely option C, favorite. Question 38. So we are meant to complete the sentence. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for a word that shows the extent of how little the time was. Okay, so option A, so. So is good. It shows the extent. So little that it affected the outcome. So this is good. This is perfect. Option B, as. We can say as little as something. So it doesn't fit here. Very doesn't fit here. We would say very little time to do the work. We can't say very little time that. Do you understand? Now, we can't say just. We would say just a little. But without an article, we can't use just. It doesn't fit. Much doesn't even sound right. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option A. So 39. Now this question is under vowel sound. Okay, so whenever you see EA, guys, don't trust letter EA. Why? Because it can sound like E as in mean in option C. It can sound like A as in break in option A. It can even sound like as in dread. It can sound like as in bear. Okay? BEAR. Okay, so don't trust it. My favorite trick is ignore spelling, listen for sound. Okay, so the word is dread. EA is on the line and it is so we're looking for Option A is break. This is a diphthong. We have knowledge, we have mean, okay, we have petal, and then we have privilege. So the answer to this question is petal. Okay, option D is the final answer to this question. Letter E as the S sound in petal. Question 40. So we are meant to complete this sentence. Okay, so when there's a riot and government say we will set up a panel to investigate. Now, after the interview and the questioning, what do they usually submit? Let's find out. Now, find this is close, but this is not the best answer. Okay, memorandum is a note or a message for communication. This is not the answer. Now, report. Report includes findings, recommendations, conclusion. This is the answer to the question. It is perfect. Now, petition is more like begging or complaining about something. This is not the answer. Terms of reference. Now, this is not the answer to the question. It is what the panel starts with, more like a guide to what they should investigate. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option C, report. Question 41. Now, this question is under consonant cluster. Now, consonant cluster is the combination of two or more consonants at a stretch in a word. Okay, so the given word is create and CR is underlined. CR is a consonant cluster. It's a combination of two consonant sounds together at a stretch in a word. Okay, so we are looking for this consonant cluster. So we have center, we have chord, we have correct, we have crest, and then we have sword. The answer to this question is crest because CR in crest is also a consonant cluster and it is the same as the given word. Okay, so final answer to this question is definitely option D. And that's 21 questions done and dusted. Please always remember that exam confidence grows with continuous practice, so you need to keep showing up and learning with me. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and you can now follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Lexa Acad on Instagram and at Lexa Academy on Facebook, or just type Lexa Academy on both platforms. Okay, so till I see you in my next video, adios.